Mary, I can't forgive myself. I'll find the truth about what happened to us. I swear.
Там просто она постоянно, видите, она может когда-нибудь стрельнуть. Да, вот это.
My dear sister, I don't know if I have the strength.
Наверное, через 3 дня мы затем. Что? What? Ой. Ну, у нас вообще цель.
Are you all right, Miss Shun?
My name is Xiao Shun.
I do apologize.
Yes, I am.
You realize you can't...
Why? Why should...
But you're not dead.
You sound like you're no stranger.
Let's just say,
Please accept my condol...
You should go...
No, not yet.
You should...
No, not yet. From what I have heard, she was a brave woman. I wish I had met her before that.
Are you on your...
I have family and friends, but...
You should not be by...
Thank you for your sincere work.
Tell me how your husband...
Matthew died of the Spanish flu, like so many others.
At this time... There is so little medical science can do to defeat this terrible epidemic. I'm true...
The worst thing is not his death, even if it...
Did he hide his condition from you?
Matthew was a smiling type.
The Spanish flu may be the worst disease mankind has...
You don't understand. I did...
As harsh as this sounds... We are all equally vulnerable to this awful disease. It can take the strongest man in just a couple of days.
I never said goodbye to Matthew. We never...
Are you a doctor yourself?
No, I am not. But I still need to blame someone for Matthew's death. And who else, if not his wife?
I'm a physician. One of the best in...
Why tell me this? Is it some...
No. But I wanted...
May I ask what caused the death of your sister?
You could say she was also killed by a terrible...
Thank you for sharing that with me, Dr. Reed.
You should go.
I think you're right.
Thank you for your company, Xiaoshu.
Maybe I'll see you again in one...
How do you feel?
I don't...
You should...
Thank you, Doctor.
Have you recent news? Goodbye for now.
You know you can trust me. Why have you not spoken to me?
Goodbye for now.
So many new graves.
Since I can't reveal myself to my mother now, I must find a discreet spot to attend the ceremony.
I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. We commend unto thy hands of mercy, most merciful Father, the soul of our sister departed, and we commit her body to the ground. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Why kill my Mary and stick her here in this cold, god-awful place?
These are the legal requirements for the epidemic, madam.
Oh, Avery, I feel so tired. Please take me home.
Yes, madam.
Oh, Mary. What have I done? If I could only change one thing. One thing. This is a nightmare.
Jonathan, there is nothing you can do but accept it.
What brings you here?
I thought you could use the company. I am so sorry.
Sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
A vampire, crying over the death of a loved one. It sounds like a bad joke.
No, Jonathan. She was your sister. And the pain of her death, the hunger that killed her, will stab at you for years. It's important to cry for those you love.
She had been scouring the most dangerous parts of London in search of me. And it led to her death.
Jonathan, don't.
I still hear her last thoughts. They echo in my head. Her mind shattered, and it haunts me.
Jonathan, stop. Listen carefully. You must come to terms with this. You must learn to live with what happened.
How is it possible? Tell me. Is it so easy to take a life every night, and then just smile and nod at those you spared?
Don't you see? You're doing the work of our enemies. feeding your remorse. We are weakest when we grieve, and the guilt blurs our senses.
And so this is why you're here. To warn me. You felt this pain yourself. You too have endured this.
I don't want to lose you, Jonathan. I've lost so many friends. Loved ones I cherished. Pray for Mary's forgiveness, if you must.
You may be right.
Of course. I've stared upon this world for centuries, and time has taught me to deal with guilt, if not erase it.
What should I do then?
St. Mary's Church is not far from here. Go there and make your peace. Find the solace you need.
My lady wants me to confess.
No, Jonathan. It's you who wants to confess, I think.
And off to church he goes, a newborn seeking divine consent to lick the blood from the soft and pointy crown.
Who are you? Make yourself known.
Newborn, you reek of guilt and pointless compassion. Shed your skin, forget your old weaker self.
What do you want from me?
Ascalon does not approve of lone wolves who bring unwanted eyes to our pastures.
So your name is Ascalon?
Ascalon's will is vampire law. Learn them, abide by them, or I shall return as your judge and jury.
These immortals try my patience with their plans and unsolicited counsel.
Die, Van!
Best turn around.
He's dead! Die!
Yes? What is it that you want?
I'm sorry to disturb you at such a late hour.
No worries, my son. I'm still quite awake, having just returned from a funeral.
Yeah. I've forgotten what I wanted. I don't know.
May I help you, child? You seem somewhat perturbed.
I haven't the strength to cross the threshold. I wish to pray, to cleanse my soul.
The church is shut by order of the bishop. But I'm still the vicar of St. Mary's, if that is any use to you, my son.
You seem to me a good soul.
There are no secrets from God, my son. If your heart needs comfort, consider me your chapel. For I can be as silent as stone.
I've words for one departed. They're not for living ears to hear.
Your eyes burn with rage, yet I see the pain that lies beyond. I am here to lighten the burden of all God's creatures. Whatever you tell me is between us and the Lord.
Very well, priest. As you seem quite adamant.
Open your heart, my son. Tell me what burdens you. With whom do you wish to speak?
She was my sister.
You seem so troubled by the loss of this girl. What happened to her?
She was murdered.
I see. And how are you feeling, my son?
She died because of me. How do you think I feel?
I have a final question for you, my son. This is of the utmost importance.
Ask your question, Vicar.
What words would you like to say to your poor sister?
I killed you. There's no excuse. My dear Mary, forgive me.
You have been heard, my son, and your burden will lighten if your words are sincere. Go in peace now, and live your life in the way she would have wanted.
There. I confessed to that victim. Do I feel better? Only time will tell.
Good evening.
Christina Popper claims she sells her body because she can't...
Of course I do. Her story...
Do you think things will ever change, Mr.
I believe the situation can only improve.
Have you...
Without a proper investigation.
Goodbye, Mr. Dark.
Shit.
What do you know?
I paid...
Goodbye, miss. Good evening, Mr.
It's Father Whitaker, my son.
Why did you send Samuel to the...
I sent him on a vision.
A laughing queen?
This epidemic is her feast. The announcement...
But who is she?
She is the mother of harlots and abomination of the earth. She is Babylon, drunk on the blood of the saints.
Tobias Whitaker, confess why...
I have done what no one...
You're not the savior.
I take no pleasure in this awful...
You are...
No! I said...
You... Good evening.
It's...
Have you...
It's the vanity of that...
I have found Samuel, your...
I already expected the worst. He should already have come back. He is dead, isn't he?
Yes.
Samuel steadily made donations to our...
Your disciple, Samuel, stole from the dead in Stonebridge Cemetery. I have proof of his crime, and...
No! Samuel was the best...
He defiled the dead with his petty...
Think what you will. When this city is...
Your...
If that's true...
I have heard enough. Have you recent...
I won't do...
Can I offer you my...
Keep your medicine.
There is a...
All right. I'll take...
Have you recent...
I won't do...
Goodbye, mister.
Come on, take... Fancy...
You never... Do you need...
To be honest...
I don't...
Really?
Right then. You never... Right then.
Fancy buying?
You never... Right.
I know it's hard to believe, but this district has always been rich.
Listen, Nick! Watch it! He's a killer!
I cannot enter. Remember you.
Fear be gone. I would harm no child of my making.
This is your doing. You made me this creature. What are you?
I am the land. You are our champion.
Riddles and rhymes.
Be stilled, my child.
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly. And
this has something to...
Seek truth, my champion. Defeat.
I've had enough of others making decisions for me. Pretend to know how I should feel or behave. So the vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity? Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind? Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
garden. Something, sweetie. I get them.
Good evening, sir.
Whatever.
Don't you recognize me?
Don't take it personally.
Yes, you had...
I'm Dyson Delaney.
Sure.
Sure.
Do you...
No, I believe...
Sir?
No.
I want to know more.
I'm still an anarchist, Doctor. Make no mistake.
Do you...
I do not believe in much anymore, Doctor.
Do you still see your comrade?
No. I hope they'll come to share my point of view one day. I'll raise my glass to that splendid idea.
Is that...
How dare you say such a thing?
Why are you...
Cynicism is the polite way to...
No reason at all to...
Let me tell you a story.
All right.
A few years ago, when I believed...
What kind of trip?
It was a bomb.
You lost people you...
I've lost everything. But you...
I'm sorry.
It's okay. If you ever find the plate.
What do you...
I...
Why do you drink?
Maybe it's because I prefer dying slowly.
You sound very sad.
That's because I am.
Don't you work?
I'd love to, but I don't have the time. Didn't I...
Is there any... No, we...
Let me tell you a story.
Another time. Inebriation aside.
Yes.
Take the...
Hey, Doc, you know...
Good. Good evening.
Good evening.
You remember?
Of course I do.
Thank you for your hospitality.
I'm still Tom Watt.
How...
Well, since everybody needs it.
You're something...
I'm only pouring alcohol for everyone.
I see. So you get pressure from all...
Something like that. Nothing that a few white...
Since I'm here...
Perhaps, Doctor. Peace partly depends on...
How could a physician help you in this?
I have a small warehouse just past the quarantine line.
Doctors aren't immune to disease, you know.
Oh, thank you, sir. Here's the key to...
What can you tell me about...
It's not that bad. Thanks to people like the...
Who? Goodbye, Mr. Watt.
It's a good thing you cannot see me now, Mum.
I should just run.
Times like these, a good drink's just as likely to cause a problem as to solve one.
Evening, Miss.
Well, I know.
I'm much more myself than when we've...
Welcome back to the Turquoise Turtle, then. Something bothering you?
Believe me, I never...
If that's true, you'd be one of the few not...
I'm...
Nosy.
What can you...
People don't appreciate that line of...
You look concerned, Miss...
This is a bad borough. Most people I know are afraid.
If you're uncertain about your...
I've got responsibilities.
This place...
We get people of all sorts here.
Your boss must be quite the negotiator.
Yeah. Tom's a great bloke.
So this
Yeah. Tom's convinced this is something the locals need.
What can people... You look...
This is a...
If you're
I got
Goodbye.
Well...
Why does your waitress feel...
This part of town is dangerous for all, but...
Do you think she has good reason to feel this?
Of course I am. The truth is, she's...
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Welcome.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Get them weapons ready! Found one!
Completely amok.
Bloody vampire.
It's locked, all right. Good evening.
Good evening. Why?
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCallum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the god.
Leave him, Jonathan. This is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned. By the sacred stole, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
What happened? The hospital is chaotic as it is. No...
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public...
You mentioned a dead patient. Who is he?
She, Jonathan. She was Miss Harriet Jones.
Very well. I'll help you.
Jonathan, please. I can't rely on anyone else. And this concerns you as it involves vampires. Someone has taken advantage of our more liberal tendencies here.
In what way?
Jonathan, I may turn my head when you or her ladyship indulge. But I will not allow this place to become a nest for street feeders.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean for us?
Rest assured, I will protect you and your staff.
McCullum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this. Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his... flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks. Good. Please show me. Of course. Goody. Goodbye, Mr. Good evening, Miss Howard. I'll leave. Good evening, Mr.
Evening, Doctor.
Why do you feel responsible for...
I wasn't disfigured by any German shells. It happened during my leave. It was an accident.
Why lie about it?
Come on. It's one thing to come back.
Reconstructive surgery has been very successful for some soldiers.
I don't want to wear a bloody mask for the rest of my life. I'd rather...
Tell me what...
I went with a whore in Rouen. Dead drunk.
Did you start the fire?
No. It's just that I was asleep.
What?
Come on. It's one thing to come back disfigured by the Germans, and it's another to get injured in an accident.
Reconstruct...
I don't want...
Goodbye for now, mister.
Again. The Goswicks came here in the first place.
Disgust on every
Giant
street
morgue
corner.
disguised as a hospital. Look.
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed. So this is how it ends. Farewell, my life, you betrayed me, good.
Good evening, Mr.
I need blood, Doctor. Warm. We could have ruled this land together and forever.
It's locked. It's locked, all right.
Just a dozen years or so.
Good evening. Can you tell me...
It's not...
Do you need any medical assistance?
Come on.
Goodbye.
Oh,
Everything done.
Jonathan.
Forgive me if I feel
I'm always here.
What do you know of Ascalon?
What more can you tell?
He was bigger than a man. Huge.
Fergal, the executioner of Ascalon.
What is?
The Ascalon Club are the most...
Have you embraced this woman?
Her name was Amelia. And no, I did not kill her.
Is there sufficient...
Yes, Jonathan. The hunger gnaws at me every...
temptation?
Over the years, any pleasure I once...
I have experienced...
Now that's quite a question.
Is this a sign?
I don't have the answers, Jonathan.
Aren't you?
Very little scares me, my dear.
Thank you, my lady.
How may...
Thank you, Miley.
Will this shift never end?
But in the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Goodbye. I'm Mrs. Goswell. Good evening, Miss.
I'm okay. I don't feel the peace I was looking for. Mother, were you right all along?